Hello everybody and welcome back to RaceBeacon. Today we're going to be having a quick hot lap and setup video at Spain, following on from my China world record lap. So let's have a quick look at Circuit De Barcelonda, Catalunya on F1 2021. Now the curbs are quite tame compared to other tracks. You can ride them quite well, and you can see in this lap we do make the most of it. Look, ride curb a fair bit through turn 1. Actually, could have wanted a little bit more than that, be a little bit more aggressive on the curves through turns 1 and 2, but then turn 3, keep your foot planted. There's quite a bit of understeer, so you need to be very careful not to run out wide, because you can easily lose half a tenth. There you go, you want to keep the tightest line you possibly can. In fact, there's probably a good half a tenth, upwards of a tenth, just through that corner alone. Now into Sam Bird corner, as it was known, and then rising up through the gears as you climb the hill. You want to brake on the outside curb to give yourself the best straight line possible. Be off throttle when you're rising the hill, just to make sure the rear doesn't step out on you. And then you want to keep your foot planted through the right-hander. There's a bump on the exit, so be careful to avoid the exit curb, because it will send you right into the wall. Then braking on the curb on the outside, down to second gear. Maybe actually broke a little bit early and got poor exit. We have definitely suffered from that here. This is by no means a perfect lap. There's definitely a couple of tenths on the table. And here we go now, coming into the final complex. Carry as much minimum speed as you can possibly over the curb, and then you want to chuck your car through the chicane and bounce off the curbs as best you can without it chucking you out wide. And here we go, we run up to the line now, and it is a 1:14.716. Now let's get to the setup. Alright, so here's the setup for Spain, as we now look at it. So the front wing aero is 7 and 9, not inverted like we had at China, because you don't need the front end as much as you did. Differential adjustment on throttle is going to be 83%, and off throttle is 54%. I think this works quite well overall for most setups. So front camber is going to be right, and then rear camber left, front toe left, rear toe left. That's the best way to go through it. There we go, so the suspension, front suspension 1, rear suspension 5, front anti-roll bar 3, rear anti-roll bar 6, front ride height 1, and rear ride height 7. This rides curves fairly well without chucking you out too far, but also make sure you're close enough to the ground to have some good speed. Brake pressure 100%, and front brake bias is 56%. Then the tyre pressures are 23.0 and 23.1. Okay, so there we go. Thank you guys for watching this video. Hope you all enjoyed the lap, and you can get some really useful setup tips. You don't have to use the setup exactly, but you can definitely change parts of it and tweak it to your own driving style. And I'll be really interested to see what you guys can come up with. So if you have a different strategy or setup that you'd like me to try, then just chuck it in the comments and I'll give it a go. And maybe even upload it with your setup, of course, credit given. But yes, guys, thanks for watching. Now make sure you subscribe to the channel, because we're a small little baby channel. We could be a big channel. Let's be a big channel. We want to be big boys. We want to be good, don't we? You can help that. You can change that today. You can make a real difference in the world. You should subscribe. Do it now. I won't shut up. Do it now. Do it. Thank you.